All right. Good afternoon, everybody. It's Coach Byrd. Good to see you. Did you guys see my countdown timer okay? Did it look all right on your side? Okay, cool. And the music sounded okay?
Great.
Okay, cool.
Yes.
Because Zoom updated and it like totally changed everything. It's on two different screens. It's like minimized. It threw me off, but I'm glad that it worked out good. Anyway, good afternoon. It's Coach Byrd, and it is the weekly coaching call. This is a production only coaching call. It's broker agnostic. I try to bring topics and relevant pieces of training to you every single week. And we do it every single Tuesday, 11:30 a.m. right here. Committed to it for 2025. And I'm excited to be here. We're going to record them all. They'll go into YouTube. So you can find them on all of our training channels on my YouTube channels. So we'll record all the past ones. You can go and check those out and send them to people that you care about. There is no price to be here, but nothing in life is free. The cost is sharing the call with somebody else you care about in the real estate space, right? Could be somebody in your company, could be somebody outside the company, could be somebody struggling, could be somebody that's crushing it, somebody that might get value from a weekly coaching call for free, right? The reason that this came about was my coaching was full, and I have an organization of about 1,200 agents, and people were looking for help. And my one-on-one coaching was full. I don't like coaching with my direct partners and charging them, so I started this free coaching call a couple of years back, about 4 years ago, and it's been really powerful. Been really blessed. So let's start off. Let's start with 7-figure habits, right? It doesn't matter if you're at 7 figures or not yet, but what are the habits of 7-figure people? So number one, and I've coached a couple teams now with 1,000+ transactions annually, right? One in Utah, one in Calgary. Matter of fact, much more than 1,000. 7-figure habits. The number one thing they do is they play offense. They don't play defense, right? So they play offense. Play into what you can control: effort, attitude, dials, contacts, appointments, engagement, right? All the things. Focus on those forward-facing things, the dollar-producing things that we talk about as lead generation, right? That's always number one when I'm coaching with somebody. Like on our first assessment call, hey, show me your calendar. Show me when your lead generation is every day. And it doesn't matter if they're doing 3 transactions or 400. It's the first thing I look at. And you'd be shocked of the amount of people I've looked at over time that when they're doing 3, 4, 6 transactions and they want to get to 12, 20, 50, they have no lead generation blocked out on their calendars at all. And when I talk to somebody doing 50, 100, 200 transactions a year, always have lead generation on their calendar. That should be a big aha automatically. Right? That should just be a glaring aha automatically. So play offense, play into the things you can control. Anything worth time requires sacrifice, right? Anything worth it to you is going to require some sacrifice. And then number 2, so that's number 1, play offense. Number 2, play defense. And what I mean by that is check your P&Ls for waste. Look at your business like your competitor looking to purchase you, right? If your competitor came in and said, hey, we're going to buy this business, what's it look like? How healthy is it? Where can we cut expenses? What's working, right? Look at your business like them and judge your own business. You'd be amazed in what happens over time, all these little $10 and $15 and $29 a month fees that we get from everything from Canva to editing software to Zoom to you name it. Look at your business from that perspective and get it in a place of like doing an audit. So check your P&Ls for waste. Number 3, and by the way, today I'm going to teach on some AI tools that are going to be really cool for you. Give you a little heads up. You're going to like it. But number 3, business is just math. Show me your numbers and I will tell you your story, right? So this gets pushed to our podcast and to our YouTube. But let me say it one more time. Business is just math. Show me your numbers and I will tell you your story. And whether it's a success or fail, there's no really middle ground, right? If it matters, you must measure it. And if you show me the business math, I will tell you your story, meaning that if you're doing 5 deals a year and you're full time, if you show me your business math, I'll tell you what your trajectory of your business looks like, right? So number 4, I talked about this a little bit in number 1, but IPA, not the beer, IPA, but income producing activity. This is the daily non-negotiable, right? This is income producing activity to me is servicing buyers and sellers. That means meeting with sellers, whether it's in the home or sending CMAs, meeting with them, meeting with buyers, whether it's consultation to a buyer agreement or showing homes, whatever that may be. Servicing buyers and sellers are your number 1 activity, along with prospecting. Everything else, if it's not prospecting or servicing buyers and sellers or negotiating contracts, right? I taught that last week, those 3 things above the line. If it's none of those, everything else is support. And most agents spend 60, 70, 80% of their time in support when they're newer in the business. So make sure you're focused on the income producing activity being a proportionate number of hours in your day. And then number 5, and the final one in this 5 items for 7-figure habits, is your business intelligence. Make sure you have a strong business intelligence for your market. You want to know how many listings are available, how many pendings there are, how many solds there are, how many expireds, withdrawn, market stats, analysis, your numbers compared to the market. All these things are your business intelligence. They're going to help you get more listings. They're going to help you talk with an educated value to your buyers and servicing those buyers and seller clients, right? Just knowing your numbers. I'm going to make this up, but this is what it should sound like for you. Hey, Mr. and Mrs. Seller, my name is Nick. In our market, right, in the greater Sacramento market or whatever it is, there's currently 1,847 active listings. It's currently 914 pendings. We currently have about 276 closed in the last 7 days. Right, that's a snapshot of the market. The average time in the market is 108 days. Mine is 90 days. So I'm beating the market by about 18 days average. The amount of absorption, how long it would take to sell all the listings. There's 1,900 listings. We're selling about 400 a month. So it's about 3.8 months of inventory. It's actually low for the market. It's because we have a lack of inventory in our market, greater Sacramento area. And, my analysis of the market is that it's a pretty strong seller's market still low inventory. That means that buyers don't have enough to choose from, pushing up prices a little bit, keeping it stable. Our average sales price in this market is $487,000, right? That's a good example of having a strong market intelligence for you in your market. If you could do that, if you can convey that, and you can do that very simply just by looking at the hot sheet every day in your MLS, honestly, right? But really being attuned to it so you know when these things are moving up and down, and you could be the educated one in your market. We'll teach a lot more as we progress with these weekly coaching calls of how to become the digital mayor in your market, but they're all going to be revolved around these top 5, things to be focused on in your real estate business. Okay, so I hope you wrote those down. If you didn't, you can go back and watch the YouTube and write them down. But again, those are 7-figure habits that will lead you to a 7-figure real estate business if you just focus on the discipline of doing those every day. All right. So any questions on this piece of the opening training dialogue for the coaching today? Like a Boss Coaching is my coaching company. And again, we do this every week. There's no sales at the end of this, strictly a value for you and the people you bring to the call. So any questions right now?
Randy?
Yeah, Nick.
Can you cover number 1 again? You say play offense.
Yeah, number 1 is play offense, play into what we control. And I have things in there like I can control my effort, my attitude, my daily discipline. I can control how many dials I make. I can't control how many appointments I make, right? But I can control how many dials and engagements I make. I can control my lead generation. These are all the measurables in your business that if you do these things 2-3 hours a day, I guarantee I could lay out what your business will look like in any market, right? And we could even put numbers to it based on your average sales price, how many units, how many conversations you should have to an appointment, how many appointments to a closing. All that stuff is mathematical. And it might take us some time to do it, but that's when we can have a lot of optimism about what we're doing because we have a plan. Most agents are reactionary. I'm sorry. 90% of the agents listening to this podcast, I don't care if it's 100 or 100,000, 90% are operating in a reactionary component in their business and not focusing on purposeful daily activity. You're waiting for the phone to ring. You're waiting for somebody to ping a website. You're waiting for somebody to hit you back with an email. You're waiting. You can't wait. You got to play offense in any real estate market, really, but now more than ever.
Got it. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you for that. So the 5, just to wrap them off real quick, play offense, number 1. Number 2, play defense with your numbers. Number 3, business is just math. 4, IPA, income producing activity. And 5, your business intelligence. Okay. I took those out today because I think it's really valuable to be highlighting those 5 components of your real estate business right now. So with that, I am going to share some AI stuff today. Really kind of excited about this. And if you haven't been focused into what ChatGPT can do for your business, I'm going to show you some secrets today that I think will blow your mind. And it could be simple things. So number 1, you've got to get ChatGPT. Don't know why that's a tongue twister for me, but it always has been. ChatGPT. Right? I could say GT Mustangs. I could do all kinds of things, but ChatGPT, I have to slow down. So you could do that. There's a free version. I think the 3.5, maybe the free version, 4.0 now. And as they come out with new ones that are more valuable, they charge for those, but the older versions are usually always free. So I'm going to show you my screen and I'm going to walk you through some things that we can do. So you should see my ChatGPT 4.0 screen. Do you?
Yes.
Okay, awesome. So when you open ChatGPT like this, I'm just going to call it chat. When you open chat, it's going to ask you, what can I help you with? You can do anything within your real estate business, but you have to start with it getting to know you. So the very first thing I want to teach you is how to get it to know you. Because once it gets to know you, guess what? Then you could ask it something simple like, design me a marketing flyer, and it's going to know your name, what you like, what your style is, what your favorite colors are. It's going to do all that for you, right? But we've got to train chat to know you. So the very first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to say, ask me 20 questions about my real estate business. I'm gonna do it with my recording. Business to get to know me, period. I'd like you to help me with designing marketing plans, marketing messages, and social media posts as we progress. For now, I'd like you to get to know me and understand my personality, the type of client I'm looking to work with, and also what my strengths and weaknesses may be in my business. Okay, so I gave it that direction. The next thing it's going to do, it's going to start asking me questions about getting to know me, right? So number 1, what inspired you to start your real estate business? Number 2, what are your primary services? Buying, selling, investing, property management, whatever it may be, right? So what's cool about this is you just go one at a time. So you type in number 1, and then you'd say this, watch. I actually was a general contractor, and I watched how easy it seemed for real estate agents to sell houses, period. So I got my real estate license just to really complement my real estate business. Okay, so there's my answer to number 1. All right, so it's going to say, it's getting to learn me right now, right? So number 2, what specific niche, any do you focus on in homes? All you have to do is continue down this list, put the number in, and then answer the question, and it will get to know you. It's saying memory updated. Thanks for sharing. Your background provides great insight to your approach and potential strengths in the real estate field, right? So don't be overwhelmed by this, but just go through and answer these questions. They could be short and sweet. They don't have to be in depth. Like, what are your primary services? Buying, selling, investing. I'm going to say 2, primarily buyers because I'm new, but I'd like to get more listings and sellers. Okay. So there's number 2. Got it. Working with buyers is a great way to start, and transition to attract more sellers and listings may be a natural next step, right? So it's understanding what I want to do. If I went through this whole thing, it would understand my persona of what I'm trying to accomplish. If I go to my coaching, you can see here where I've already done this, right? I've already taught it who I am in coaching with these questions and my answers. So now within coaching, I could say something as simple as like, I want to run an event in 3 weeks in Salem, Oregon, period. I'd like to teach agents how to use ChatGPT better and to make it less scary. Can you help me design a marketing campaign for that, including some flyers to invite people to the event? I think it cut me off because I let somebody in the group. Let me fix this. Can you provide some marketing materials to promote the event, including a flyer and a Facebook post optimized for Facebook? Okay, so it already knows me because I went into my coaching program. Now watch what we're going to create just with that one short little statement. I want to run an event in about 3 weeks in Salem, Oregon. So it's thinking. And there you go. There's the flyer it made. Mastering AI for real estate business. And it's still working. So it came up with that flyer. It's got the date on it. It's got the time, or it's got the business that I want to do. It's talking about it, putting a bot in there. Here's the Facebook post that it said to do with emojis. So all I have to do is all I have to do is copy all this. Like it says, insert date and time. All I have to do is copy this stuff and put it into, and it's got hashtags, the whole thing. So Facebook post, copy. I go to my Facebook and I'm going to post. I'm going to put paste. Here's my Facebook post, right? With hashtags. Insert the date. I told it 3 weeks. If I would have said do it on April 22nd, it would have put that in there. But I'm going to say February 12th. Okay. Insert the time. Let's go 12 to 2 p.m. Okay. If I want to put a picture in here, I could put a picture in here. I could grab this particular flyer and I could say, save that image. Let's save that image just to my home page for now. I'm going to put AI bot so I could find it. You can't save here, save in another location. Let's go downloads. AI bot. Go back to Facebook. I'm going to pick a picture now. Right? I want to pick a picture from my downloads. AI bot. There's the bot. I just created. Now I'm going to post this to me only. This is a little secret. You could post to yourself and nobody could see it, but it actually posts it to your page so you can see what it looks like, but only I could see it. So check this out. Randy Byrd, I just did this Facebook post. Attention, Salem real estate agents, are you ready to make ChatGPT your secret weapon for success? Here's the date. Here's the stuff. Simplify your real estate tasks. I just created an event, and I could have put the Eventbrite link right in here. I got a flyer that it made. I have all that, and it's done in seconds. You see how important it is to embrace technology. How long? We've been on this call for a total of 21 minutes, including 12 minutes of me teaching you the 5 steps of 7-level habits, right? So we've been talking for 7 minutes, and I've created an event. I've created everything in ChatGPT to get this done. And then now I could say, and above this, by the way, I could say now, I could do something like this. Let me get back in here. Let me refresh. Create an agenda for a 2-hour-long event teaching on AI, period. I want to focus on things that would be valuable to real estate agents specifically. Period. Lay this out in a simple to follow agenda. So, never tried this, but check this out. Event agenda, mastering AI for real estate agent success. Duration 2 hours. Target audience, real estate agents. Objective, equip agents with practical knowledge and tools to effectively use it. Here's the event it created for me. Welcome and introduction, 10 minutes. 10-minute speaker introduction, brief bio and background introduction into AI. Overview with the attendees, what they will learn. Icebreaker activity, share one challenge in your real estate business that AI may help you solve. Session 1, what is AI and ChatGPT? Session 2, practical applications, 30 minutes. You see this? 20 minutes, 30 minutes. Break and networking, 10 minutes. Hands-on workshop, 40 minutes. Closing Q&A, 10 minutes. Call to action wrap-up, 5 minutes. Wow. You see what I'm saying here? For the people on podcast, you're not going to have a clue how powerful this is. We just created an event in 10 minutes, and I could literally send this to my assistant, and I have my agenda. I have the itinerary. All I have to look over is this Q&A and look over this stuff to see what I want to teach along the way. By the way, you could do the same thing after you train it in your real estate business. And you could do things like say, use my bio at this link and then put it in your Google Drive bio. Use this bio to edify me. You could do things like that very easily with this system. Here's another thing I just recently did, 2025 real estate predictions. I asked it, I said, give me 10 predictions for the real estate market in 2025, keeping them in short sentences. Here's what it came up with. Increased rates, higher mortgage rates may slow home sales and price growth. This could be your Facebook posting for the next 10 days. You could do a post saying, in the next 10 days, I'm going to show you the top 10 things that ChatGPT, with its billions of data points, are thinking the predictions for the real estate market in 2025 are going to be. Follow me every day for 1 tip a day. And then you could do 1 tip a day. This is your first tip. Copy, put it into Facebook, right? Again, you just put it into Facebook, say day 1 tip, right? You put it in here, paste, and then you could start a video and just record yourself with a video saying, hey, here's my predictions based on this. Inventory's up, market's down, there's 265 active listings, whatever it is. Really, technology has made this where it's unfair. And by the way, bold statement, I've heard this a couple times recently. You're either going to adapt and adopt AI in the next 12 to 24 months, or you're going to be working for an agent that did. Think about that statement for a minute. You're either going to get on the bandwagon or you're going to be working for an agent that did. I just don't want you to be that agent that gets left out of this just because it seems overwhelming. right? I just showed you a real world tactic of how to do this. So again, to go back, I want you to get it to learn your business, right? It's got many, many more tools. Like, for instance, I could do stuff like this. Write me a social media post for Facebook optimized about the predictions of 2025 in 200 words or less. So here's a Facebook post you could post directly from here into your Facebook, 200 words or less with hashtags. Bam. Right? And in real time, I mean, literally, I'm going to go in here, I'm going to paste that. And I could change these hashtags to mine. Like I have my own. I put that in there and it puts all my hashtags in there. I could do that. But look at this. This is like, I'll post it to public. Okay, and then I can also share it to my birdhouse and my other groups post. So I just put these predictions live into my Facebook, right? So now if you look at my Facebook page, that's the one we just did again. That's to me only. And this is the one we just did. If I want to, I could take and edit this post. Edit post. Put in a picture. Grab our AI bot picture. Save it. Now here's a live AI mastery. It says Salem, Oregon. Doesn't have the date or anything because we're just playing with that flyer. But look at the post we just did. Real estate predictions. What do you need to know? I didn't even read it, so I probably want to read it before I post it. But you see what I'm saying? I'm doing this in seconds, if not a minute. Right? And let's read what it says. As we dive into 2025, the real estate market's buzzing, exciting possibilities. Here's some key predictions. Steady growth, home prices expect to remain stable. I agree with that. Seller opportunity, limited inventory, homeowners see increased demand. I agree with that. Tech revolution, virtual showings, AI-powered tools. I agree with that. Sustainable living, buyers are prioritizing energy-efficient, eco-friendly homes. Green is the new gold. I don't track with that. That's not my style, but it's all good. And if you've been on the fence about buying, selling, and investing, now's the time to strategize. Reach out to me, right? It's all right there. And that's a live post. That's a live on my Facebook. You can go look at it right now. It's public. All right. All done in seconds in ChatGPT. So you want to see something cool that most people don't realize it does. It has the ability to do. We only got a couple more minutes, but watch this. Design me a logo based on the information you know about my business. People pay hundreds of dollars to go into these tools that create logos for you. Watch this. People don't realize the chat will do this for you. I didn't give it anything. I just said, create me a logo. So there's the logo because I'm in my general construction one, right? It's doing my general contracting. Look at the logo it made for me. It's not copyrighted. It's an AI logo. If I go into my birdhouse coaching, now I'm in the avatar birdhouse coaching, remember? I have multiple ones, real estate, birdhouse coaching. Maybe I'm a football coach. You could do several things. I'm going to say the same thing. Create me a logo for my business, please. Now I can get totally granular and say, I want purple colors. I want it to have a bird in it. I want it to have a house with flames. You can do anything you want. But I just asked it to do me anything. So AI tell real estate coaching. I don't know what that is. Okay, so now I'm going to say, create me a logo for birdhouse coaching using a house and a bird in the logo. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 seconds, it'll create a logo. I gave it a little bit more information. You guys should try this today. It's really, really cool. Okay, there you go. Birdhouse coaching. It doesn't know all the language and stuff I'm putting in here. But once you get that, you could say, okay, that was cool. Or you could just say, change the bird to an eagle. It's redesigned the logo. It's going to edit it a little bit. But now it should have an eagle instead of whatever that little parrot looking bird is. There you go. Birdhouse coaching. It's pretty cool. Right? So you should never pay $200 to go into the logo design companies and stuff and sit on camera for 2 hours and try it yourself. It does have editing challenges. It's not a big editing piece, but you could definitely say make the bird yellow, make the house green. You could do those kind of things and really teach it what to say. So we're at the end of our time. I want you guys to understand how important this is for you to embrace. Hopefully I gave you some tools and tactics today that will help you enhance your technology and the use of AI into your real estate business. You could say, make me a creative digital flyer for address 123 Banana Street. You could do those kind of things. You could say, use the pictures from this folder. It will do all that stuff automatically. The days have changed, right? You could also ask it to run market evaluations. There's so much you could do. All you have to do is be creative enough to think about to ask it and then train it to why it's looking for that data, and it will blow your mind. Okay? So hopefully that was exciting. I love this particular topic. So I gave you 5 kind of core beliefs to operate in your business with. And then we went over some AI training today. I appreciate you being here. We'll do it every week. Tell your friends, tell the others. There's value in this. And, let's build this up. Love to impact people. Okay. Thank you very much. I went over a little bit. Usually I like to leave a little Q&A, but we're here every single week. Appreciate the claps. Thank you very much. I'll see you here next week.
Thank
Have
you,
a great
Randy.
Thank you.
Bye for now.